Hello guys. Okay, so I did a small plant haul, and the first one that I'm going to show you is by proven winners. It's the well, this is what it looks like here. It's the Primo Black Pearl Coral Bells, and I'm giving this plant another chance because I had it already. It was doing really well, even though it says sunshade here, but it's actually not the case. At least it wasn't in my case, in my zone, which is zone 10. It prefers shade, and it was doing really well until they got really hot and the sun started hitting it more, and it just burned. The sun scorched it to death. Basically, I transplanted it to a not shadier area, but it died. So I'm giving it another chance, and this time I'm putting it under a tree. I'm putting it under my tangerine tree. So just to give you an idea, and I know a lot of people know this already, but I'll read it really quickly. And it says it's a stunning black foliage plant for both shade and sun. It forms an incredibly dense habit of shiny jet black leaves with scalloped, ruffled edges and rosy purple undersides. And let's see how it does. For me, honestly, and this one's going in a pot, by the way. I'm not putting it in the ground like last time. I'm kind of getting into plant potting now. It just seems like it's more advantageous, especially if you want to move it around, especially for this plant that I guess it kind of likes both sun and shade, but if the sun gets too intense, then it's not going to do well. So that's the advantage of these pots. I'm going to be able to move this plant around. So this is one. Okay, the next one that I'm going to show you is this one. I got both of them at Home Depot. So this one is the Euonymus Green Spire. It's a Japanese shrub. And what I like about it is that it grows straight upwards. It kind of spreads out, but I think it can spread out pretty big, but you can keep it at two feet wide. But it can grow up to, according to here, it can grow up to 15 feet tall, but I hear it can grow even taller than that, and it's really easy to prune and fit it to your size. And I'm going to be using it as a cover, and there's these two areas in my garden that I want to really cover. So if these plants do really well, I might consider putting another one someplace else. Okay, so those two areas where I'm going to plant these euonymus evergreens, I had some different options already, but nothing was working out. It was either the size, the look, the color, the zone. There was this plant that I really wanted, but my zone would have been too hot, and so I just kept looking and looking. And I did find another one called the Sky Pencil, which kind of looks like this, but I nothing was working out, period. So I went to Home Depot and I was looking around. Maybe I could be inspired by something else. And this one came up. I had never heard of this plant ever before, this shrub. So I read more into it and I was liking what I was reading. So right then and then I thought to myself, okay, this is going to be my plant. And sometimes you just have to go with the moment, go with the present time, go with the flow. And that's what I did, and that's how this came about. It did kind of make me think a little bit because the label indicates up to zone 9 and I'm in zone 10, but because the Home Depot in my area is selling it in this region, so I'm assuming it's going to work out. And the label does indicate that this plant likes full sun, but I also read somewhere else that it likes shade and that it's very versatile. It can adapt to any type of soil. It's easy to maintain. And we'll see. And I'll keep you updated. And I'm really excited about this very different plant, very out of my comfort zone, so to speak. And so that's my mini haul. So after this little introduction, I'm going to show you where I planted them. And okay. Okay, this is where I decided to plant one of them. And I think it's going to give me this corner coverage. And I think it's going to complement this statue really well. And there's this window behind this corner that I really just want to cover. The other shrub, I decided to plant it in this area. It's another corner area. And right behind this fence, right behind there, there's another window that I really want to cover. And we'll see. And really excited to see how this shrub will perform. And I will definitely keep you guys updated.